Kick the bell.
Streaming. Pagaidām, pirmā reize izvēlēsimies savas komandas.
Pagaidām, viņi izvēlas.
Tā nav viena streamā. Pagaidi, kur mēs nākamos.
Pagaidām, mēs sākam?
Jā, jau sākam pagaidām. Spēlēšu telefonu.
Click the bell. Ne. Click the like button. Mēs pārbaudīju, vai strādā.
Strādā. Pagaidi, tagad noliec vēlreiz. Tā. Pirmā reize paņemsim savas komandas.
Mēs varam izvēlēties ar ko? Mēs varam izvēlēties.
Kur es iešu mēs nespraidīsim.
Mēs ar outline vai ne?
Pagaid, kurš ir random formā?
Mēs izvēlam labi.
Spiedīsim random.
Tev ir X. Kur ir tev?
Labi. Spied. Kāds spiedīšu tev?
Ja man nav neizpēc. Šīs lietas ir maiņas. Kas ir tēvs? Samainīt var.
Kas samainīt tev?
Tev ir šis. Augšā. Jā. Tas.
Jāspēlē. Būtu šie pat tev.
Ui. Man patīk šis. Samainīt. Patīk šo. Paldies. Izmīnījums.
Sapīt.
Es. Ieradīt.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Miami Heat.
Tev jāpasaka, kādas mēs komandas spēlēsim. Ja vēl būs streamā.
Mēs randomizējam.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Toronto right now, Anunoby the 3 with Ibaka playing the 4. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. And it's Valanciunas in at the center, filling out the middle.
Tough for Josh Richardson last year to get some consistent play due to injuries that just sort of took him off track. But it definitely slowed up what was looking like a very encouraging sophomore season and still has a bright future ahead of him.
Now, here's Richardson following the miss by DeRozan. Valanciunas against Whiteside, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his second foul of the game.
A little over-aggressive. He's got to dial it back if he wants to stay on the floor. 2 fouls in the first. Tough to overcome.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Whiteside kicks to Johnson. The offensive rebound. Waiters outside. Here's Dragic from outside. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And so here's Toronto. Here's DeRozan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And when Pearl's... He's one of his guys wide open. He whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Johnson with the block. Dragic dishes to Johnson. Back to Dragic. It's up a 3. Fires for three. Again, Dragic missing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And the shot goes down.
Oh, man, gotta love that pass there. Couldn't ask for a better one.
Here's Dragic after the Raptors pick up 2. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Dragic has got his first bucket in this one.
Awesome drive from Dragic there. Simply put it up and put it in.
DeRozan with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. One-on-one fast break. Here's Whiteside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Toronto, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Anunoby, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You watch the Heat play, you watch their young athletes, and you think about the conditioning of all of their players. Allegedly, they have one of the toughest practice regimens in the league. I don't think guys get too fired up about their training camps, but certainly pays off throughout the course of the season.
Here's Johnson. That's tipped.
And you got to give appreciation to how Hurdle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Now here is Lowry. It's stolen by Dragic. Whiteside, the pass to Richardson. Top of the key, Dragic. Over Lowry. Hits the front of the rim and out. And for the Heat, Brent, as bad as the workouts might be, the payoff is there.
Yeah, it's always amazing how many former Heat players talk about going down there and getting ground down. And if you're getting ground down in just a workout, what the heck are the practices like? So this is not a franchise or a team that's for everybody in the league, but that's what the Heat do. They sift through those kind of guys and then find out what Miami Heat players are out there and available, and then they bring those guys in.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. But they get it back. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Brent, as we're becoming a more positionless league, the league is asking guys entering the NBA to do more things. And so, with that being said, of some of the youngsters, who strikes you as the most versatile?
I really love the demeanor and approach of Karl Anthony Towns' game right now. I just feel like there's something that he has in terms of how he controls himself on the floor, Kevin, and the full confidence of the complement of skills he has. Stepping back and shooting threes, playing out of the post and making passes, handling the ball on the fast break. I think Karl Anthony Towns does some amazing things and is incredibly versatile from that 5 position.
Back to DeRozan. And again, Toronto no luck. Miami leading by 5. Johnson dishes to Winslow. It's stolen by Ibaka. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And that's such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Dragic kicks to Johnson. Tries it from 9. It's stolen by DeRozan. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. Anunoby, good.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Lowry. Fast break, Toronto. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 7. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Raptors with the lead. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
58 seconds left to play in the first. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Here's Ibaka. lays it up and banks it in. Ibaka's got his first 2 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
James Johnson, the journeyman forward, the kind of player that can eat up minutes at either forward position, Brent, and just do whatever he has to do to contribute to the team on offense.
Again, one of the guys who last year benefited from an incredible run from the teammates around him, and his skills were on full display. At his size, puts the ball down, shoots the three, goes in and will dunk on somebody. Played with incredible aggressive mindset last year and became a candidate for one of the league's most improved players.
Anunoby passes to Siakam, and Lowry has it in the corner. Lets it go from the wing, and that one comes up a bit short.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And the basket by Olynyk.
Now working the angles there, geometry class in session. Nice dish for the open look.
Long range from the inbound. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Yes.
And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the...
I play the game how it's supposed to be played.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
And I felt like in that first period, the difference really was their ability to execute offensively.
Yeah, so you move the ball around, you move your guys around, and you find good shots. That's a healthy recipe to build a good lead.
So the Raptors 5 right now. DeRozan and Miles are the wings. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Oh!
God.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Outside DeRozan. And he elevates for the slam. Justice Winslow did not like that.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drive. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Heck, and still knocked it down. Nice composure. Raptors have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
On the wing, Winslow. Now here's Olynyk. He's tightly guarded. Wade gets the bucket.
The D right there is up in his face, but simply not good enough for the offensive prowess of Dwayne Wade.
And you look at the Raptors, one of the top teams in the East, Greg, but do they have a chance to go all the way?
I think they're a threat to make the finals. Can they win it all? They may be a piece or two away, but still a young and aggressive core. They continue to try to add pieces, and this is a group that has proven they want to win and win now.
Richardson, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. The Heat trail by 11. Inside, Winslow, and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. Well, Greg, Justice Winslow had a year that he'd like to forget. His second season in the NBA. Only played in the 18 games before sitting out the rest of the way after a torn labrum.
And we're just happy to see the young man back out on the floor so that he can continue to develop. Always a fantastic defender. And you forget, still a very young player who can round into a contributor, I believe, on offense.
Back to Dragic. Good ball movement here by Miami. Wade passes to Adebayo. And the rejection by Valanciunas. From deep, Richardson. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Right outside. And the 3 off target. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Wade passes to Adebayo. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
As soon as Wade looks up and sees his teammate all alone, simple pass, throws it ahead, uncontested J.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness, that's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team.
And really, DeMar DeRozan is a master at what he calls body hunting. That ability to just kind of draw fouls. I think he and James Harden actually are the guys that have really kind of set the tone for how to create those opportunities to get to the line.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Richardson.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Here's DeRozan, and it's blocked. In transition, here comes Miami. And it's denied. They retain possession. It's stolen by Wade. In transition, here comes Miami. Richardson's running. Here's Dragic. Now the feed to Winslow. Valanciunas grabs the board. And DeMar DeRozan, always, Greg, among the league leaders in free throw attempts.
And when you look at him, 6'7", 220 pounds with tremendous athleticism, he has got all the tools. Beyond, though, that attack mentality, he's a savvy basketball player. Those little shot fakes, his footwork, help this guy live at the line. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
And DeRozan throws it down hard.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. Valanciunas dishes to DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. And stolen by Richardson. Wade kicks to Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
Winslow is going to rip that rim off. What a dunk.
Toronto, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Valanciunas. Here's DeRozan. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Wade. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Wade's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Outside for Miles. Fires the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
A nice shot by Winslow.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block. And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Raptors have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Johnson outside, and Waiters has it in the corner. It's tipped.
Yes.
Here's DeRozan. No good on that last second attempt there.
Johnson's a very good
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. He seems to have carried the momentum from his last game right into tonight. And taking a look at the Raptors, so that'll do it for now as we send you...
A great look at American Airlines Arena right on the shores of Biscayne Bay as we welcome you back to Miami. Rent the stretch 4, the 3 and D players, specialties that have emerged over the years. Any other specialties you see becoming a trend?
The one that I see as a trend, Kevin, right now is the redefining of the 5 position. Think about guys like Porzingis, Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis, being able to stretch a defense out at the 5 position all the way out to the 3-point line. We're redefining what it means to be a center in the NBA.
I'm sure there are traditional guys that see that and just can't believe what they're watching, huh? Guys out there, that big, and hitting shots.
Yeah, most of those old guys will take back to the home, Kevin. Just enjoy it while you can.
Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Whiteside, and it's Richardson, and at the small forward position. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Toronto with the ball. DeRozan with it, and it's Waiters picking him up.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Lowry against Richardson. Here's the 3, and Kyle Lowry with the 3. Lowry's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Johnson penetrating, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Have to appreciate the way that the Miami Heat team plays defensively. They're aggressive on their closeouts and challenges, trying to take away the 3-point shot. And the rim protection is right there with Whiteside, so they can funnel everybody right to the big man.
Outside Lowry. Waiters against DeRozan. Passes it to Valanciunas. Stolen by Waiters. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Love the fast hands of Richardson there. Always active on the defensive end, using his length and constantly prowling for steals.
Here's DeRozan. The shot misses. And the Heat going the other way now. Richardson kicks to Dragic. And it's Toronto with the rebound. DeRozan's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
Here's Waiters. Johnson, the pass to Dragic. In the corner, it's Richardson. Now the pass to Whiteside. That one falls. Whiteside's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Ibaka, this is DeLowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Right wing. Here's Anunoby. No good on the 3. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Waiters. Lays it up off the glass. Waiters got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's DeRozan. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Waiters. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Raptors coach Dwayne Casey talked about the chemistry on his team. He said, we couldn't be better. There's no ego, no hidden agendas. Guys understand their roles. Kyle Lowry told me we're a complete team, 15 deep, and we really mean that. You never know whose time it's going to be. Kevin?
DA depth is a crucial part of any team's success. Knowing you can rely on your teammates to step up is huge.
And Serge Ibaka, remember, it was a first-team all-defense selection. But over time, I think he's become more of a scoring-minded player, and I think that's affected his impact defensively.
Olynyk, he's checked in for Miami. And Toronto also making a switch. Hurdle's checked in. Olynyk can't hit.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
And that one drops. 13 points in the game.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
And Serge Ibaka, the league leader in block shots for 2 years in a row in 2012 and 13, but he sends him back at about half the rate he once did.
Yeah, but even still, pretty good shot blocker. You add in his finishing and outside shooting, and he's a player to be reckoned with.
And Olynyk kicks to Johnson. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Heat with some changes. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Richardson. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. And the Raptors also making a change. Van Vliet's checked in. And the Raptors miss again.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Here's Waiters. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. 6 points for Dion Waiters.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
DeRozan is good.
And that's what makes Lowry a great floor leader. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved.
Ellington kicks to Johnson. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. DeRozan against Waiters. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Raptors have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. A free throw drop for DeRozan. And he can't hit the second.
And in today's game, we're really so used to thinking of passing as the key to an efficient offense. But this Raptors club, they do it a different way. For them, the screen is the assist, giving their guard space to pull up or attack the rim.
The Heat have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Outside Lowry. He dishes it to Pirtle. Pass to Van Vliet. DeRozan with it. And it's Waiters picking him up. 5 on the clock. Off the left rim and out. And the Raptors for the last few seasons, Greg, right at the bottom of the league in assists.
Yeah, but nevertheless, they do make good decisions. They're a low turnover team, and they've been pretty efficient offensively. One area where you can offset that is by their ability to get to the free throw line, because that puts a lot of pressure on your defense with their ability to attack.
On the wing, Johnson. He feeds it to Olynyk. No good. That would have tied it. Lets the 3 fly. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Raptors lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But it's about defense down here.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Ibaka. He's out there with Nogueira. Lowry out there with Powell. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. Here's Nogueira. And he banks in the layup. Nogueira's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Raptors. Dishes to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
There's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Here's Lowry. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. and the Raptors lead by 5.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Powell kicks to Van Vliet. Oh, that's blocked. And here we go with Waiters, running it up the court. A shot by Ellington, no good.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
And the Heat making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. A shot by Lowry, wide open. And again, no good by Toronto. Johnson attacking. Powell pulls it in.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Raptors. Lowry passes to Wright. Olynyk against Ibaka. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Well, those kind of shots should come with a warning label. Caution, Hassan Whiteside is around. He's simply one of the best shot blockers in the league.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. And then for Toronto, Valanciunas is checked in for Ibaka. And Anunoby subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line. It goes on Dion Waiters. Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. And last season, the Heat showed that they can score and attack you from many different sources.
Well, the Heat have a team where one player can step up for them on any given night, and they improve their outside shooting so much. So many guys had a tremendous year from behind the three-point line. They opened up the floor a bit. So with Dragic running the point and using his speed, they had some other gunners out there who got into a great rhythm, and certainly that winning streak helped their confidence.
And denied, he sends it right off the glass. Powell, that's good. The Heat trail by 5 and stolen by Wright. Valanciunas dishes to Nogueira, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Miami called for the foul. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. The Heat have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Dragic with it. Now Wright defending. Dragic against Wright. Here's Adebayo. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 7th assist in the game. It's stolen by Dragic. Feeds to Valanciunas. Toronto working the ball around now. Over Whiteside. No good from Valanciunas. The Heat have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Here's Anunoby, and he goes in for the dunk.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Here's Dragic, and that's an air ball. Not even close. Raptors leading by 6, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. Richardson comes in for Winslow. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Raptors. Kicks it to Dragic. And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's DeRozan in for Powell. Waiters pass it to Whiteside. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. DeRozan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Dragic against Wright. Whiteside. And slammed in by Whiteside.
Just a remarkable make by Whiteside there. That's a huge basket.
Toronto leading by 4. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. Shoots the 3, and it's blocked. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for DeLon Wright. Mar DeRozan on the wing. He's guarded by Waiter. It's DeRozan with the drive. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, a solid trip to the line there to help extend the lead.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. And again, Toronto no up. The Heat have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's 9 points for Goran Dragic.
Well, what a tremendous shot from Dragic there. He is defining clutch.
Shots good by Ibaka.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
Here's Whiteside. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Stolen by Waiter.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Well, they're nearing that point right now. Everything would have to go perfectly just to give them a shot.
Nice D from DeRozan. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Yeah, he's a confident scorer. Waiters is not deterred by the big moment.
Here's DeRozan, and the shot falls short this time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Johnson can't hit. And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 7. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And just trying to salvage anything at this point, even if it's just some momentum heading into the next one.
Well, it's all about doing your best with the time that you've been given. It's the only thing really that you can control as a player. So let's see what they decide to run.
Richardson up top. On the wing, Johnson.
Defense? Defense? Derek, cross me, the line nowadays.
For 3, Olynyk off on that one.
Always having had the...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Brett...
Break it down, split it up, get your laugh on. See you later, dog. I'ma get my on. There's a bag full of money that I get my on. I never lose the passion to go platinum. Said I live it up to all the cash gone. Ain't that funny? We'll use plastic, crafted to make classics. Hotter than PD, rolling on your take a CD. The Billboard killer, no team killer. The ammo is every channel. We've been hot for a long time, burning like a candle. What you can do is check your distribution. My song's bumping Houston like Scarface and Houston. You ain't got it like me. Mad cause I tell her how it is and you tell her how it might be.
Brass knuckles and flashlights, the 2 C-tars with 2 kiss rings when you meet us.
Wow, I'm so pissed. This before. 15th, 16th, 26th, 25th.
The brick city, nobody come off like P. Diddy. Business wise, I play men. Hard money on the island Cayman. Y'all just betray men. Men, opposition, competition on the day in the life of the commission.
Congratulations to every.
Did we join because the
2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the New York Knicks.
Hello and thanks for joining us too. And David, it definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to LA. Clark, good rebounding teams tonight. What makes these teams so strong, so reliable on the glass?
Well, initially it starts with good solid defense, because you're in better rebounding position when your defense isn't spread out and rotating. And then you locate players, box them out, master those basic fundamentals. And then the other thing is you pursue the ball. I mean, when it comes down to it, rebounding is about positioning and going after the ball.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope is the 2 with Ingram playing small forward. Randall is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Kicks to Burke. New York moving it around. Porzingis can't hit. Caldwell Pope dishes to Lopez. Ingram with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. And he comes up with the deuce.
No stopping Ingram when he's in rhythm, especially when he gets a pass in the spot he loves pulling the trigger from.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Ball. Lays it up and banks it in. And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. There's a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Now here is Hardaway. Dishes it to Lopez. Back to Caldwell Pope. Over to the left wing. Here's Randall. Porzingis with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And there's the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Yeah, I like the feel Neely Keena showed there. I mean, nice sense of where he was and what was available.
Ball. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Los Angeles with another miss. The Knicks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. The drive by Cantor. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. The 3 from Porzingis. Nailed from three-point land. Porzingis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Ball. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Checking out Ball. This guy plays with a pace and smoothness and fluidity that's impressive.
And a pretty unorthodox slingshot shooting form for Lonzo Ball. Greg brings it up on the left side of his face.
Yeah, but he's still got great balance, and the lower body mechanics are perfect. Good wrist action on the follow-through. Sometimes we get caught up so much in the motion to get to the shot. It's about the release point. And when you get there with this guy and the confidence with which he plays, I think it's a non-issue.
Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Neela. New York, no good that time either. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Nu, tā 2. Kāda tu maini? Kāds sāks spēlēt?
Well, it seemed like destiny the Lonzo Ball would end up with the Lakers. He found his way to the team he grew up watching.
You know, and rarely do you see a team and player be such a perfect fit. But that's the case here. And the pressure will be on Lonzo to succeed in LA. Put a lot of faith in getting to the Lakers. And remember, he turned down workouts from every other team because he wanted to wear that Laker uniform.
Finished off the break. Ball's got 9. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Lakers?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
And you know, the big man Brook Lopez, because he's so skilled as a scorer, doesn't get the credit he deserves defensively. He's not the most fleet-footed, that's for sure, but inside, I mean, he uses his size well to protect the rim.
Now, here's Kanter. Outside Hardaway. Over in the corner, Lee. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And the other critique of Brook Lopez at the defensive end has been his rebounding. Not, Clark, the kind of numbers you expect from a 7-footer.
But ironically, Kevin, his team rebounds better when he's on the floor, though. Both he and his brother Robin are very good at boxing out, using their body and their size, and that leaves their teammates available to chase down rebounds.
Here's Ball. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 for the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
You know, this quarter has been all him, all about him. They're getting it to him in his spots, and he's taking over. Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm, high percentage quality shots, and really getting whatever he wants.
Here's Ball, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Burke has it in the corner. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Now here is Hardaway, following the miss by Brook Lopez. Lopez with the steal. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball kicks to Randall. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now here's Ball. He's guarded closely. 4 on the shot clock. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. There's the dish to Burke. That shot off. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Lakers lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And what stands out to you? Lakers leading by 3. Routier out there with Lee. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis, and it's Beasley in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And what was a wild ride of an offseason for the Knicks ultimately results in a regime change.
Yeah, I mean, players butting heads with executives, and when it came down to it, things just needed to change. If the Knicks picked the Zen Master over Porzingis, fans might have rioted in New York City, and hopefully the franchise can kind of start to right the ship.
And Randall throws it down.
Such an exciting young player, Randall, flexing his muscles there.
Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Ntilikina in for Courtney Lee. Moutier with the ball. Thomas is there. That gives them the lead. Hardaway has got 8 here in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Hart, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against New York. Aren't there a lot of great rim protectors right now in the NBA?
Yeah, there sure are, and there are a couple, though, that stand out to me. Gobert and Whiteside. I mean, they are just like octopuses in their ability to hover around that rim and challenge and change and block shots. So those two guys really stand out to me. I also think you've got to consider DeAndre Jordan, too. With his athleticism, he's become better as a rim protector in his last few years.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
Passes it to Zubac. The feed to Randall. Poked away. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Randall. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but threw the foul, and he'll go to the line.
You know, in some ways, Julius Randle is a throwback power forward. He's a rugged rebounder, runs the floor well, scores it inside. He's got ball handling and passing skills that are above average.
And Randall, very skilled with the ball in his hands. He can rip and run.
Yeah, he's excellent in transition. That's where he thrives, because he can put it on the floor well enough to get baskets for himself or create for others. And I think he's just got to refine and improve his own shot-making ability from the perimeter. And if that happens, watch out.
Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Lakers. Randall's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Thomas kicks to Randall. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Hardaway. Another shot over in the corner, Moutier. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Here's Kuzma, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against New York. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Ingram, he's checked in for Zubac. Moutier passed to O'Quinn. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Kuzma, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
The Knicks with the lead. Moutier with the ball. Now, Thomas defending. Beasley with it. Ingram with the steal. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And that misses. That would have put him up.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Hardaway dishes to Beasley. O'Quinn, his 2nd shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Well, you know, historically, the Lakers have been a glamour franchise and have been able to attract top-tier free agents. The temptation exists to skip any rebuilding and instead look to reload with new stars. We'll see if that pays dividends going forward.
A different look for New York. Lance Thomas comes in for Michael Beasley. And Trey Burke subbed in for Moutier. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Los Angeles. All comes in for Isaiah Thomas.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
1:46 left in the first half. And Coach Walton has said when you build from within, you control your own destiny. What do you think, Clark? Should they build slowly but surely or look to land the big free agents?
Well, I think you do a combination of the two, but slow and steady usually wins the race. I know in this day and age we want everything microwave, but one of the questions for the Lakers is how many of these young guys have real star potential? Who are those guys you can build around? And if you don't see it, the temptation grows stronger to go out and try to find that ready-made star.
And stolen by Burke. And here we go. Burke heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake. But they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
Here's Ball. That's the sixth make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And he's got great speed, Ball does, Kevin. This guy is really good at finding ways to slither through the defense.
Stolen by Ball. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. A step-back shot here. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Ball's got 7 now in this quarter.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing?
5 to shoot. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Burke. And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. On the new
and so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports
Hey,
Halftime
folks, welcome
Show.
back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. They look like a more focused team in the second quarter, and what was an early deficit for them has turned into a 3-point lead at the break. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
To jest global seria.
To si hejteri jakaś. Pritvarījos.
No to kāpēc šeit heitu?
Uzmīgs palikt tas, kā...
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. We're seeing a
Facing palīgās challenge. Notiks, kas slikts pār.
So it's the Lakers now. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The young pair of Ingram and Randall are at the forwards. Ball runs point with Contavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And Greg, with Ennis Cantor last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves. to pick from. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team. Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent. They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start.
Randall kicks to Lopez. Randall passes the ball. Here's Ntilikina. Good on the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Boy, it's good to see Ntilikina locked in on defense. I mean, solid at prying the ball away with that reach of his.
Here's Lopez. No good off the back of the rim.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
What a sluggish, muddy start to the second half. Still scoring.
Hardaway with it, out guarded by Ingram. Here's Ntilikina, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. In a draft stacked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
Lee's checked in for Ntilikina, and the Knicks with possession. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Lee kicks to Porzingis. That 3 off the mark. Lakers trail by 11. Ingram dishes the ball. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Cantor. Drops in the tray. Cantor's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Here's Ball. Offensive rebound. Ingram passes to Caldwell Pope. Hangs in the air, and Ingram lays it in.
And, you know, guys, not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can get it done inside, too. I mean, the way he releases the shot and that extension he gets on it makes it very hard to block.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And New York making a change here. Beasley's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Thomas checked in for Ball. Fires it up. Misses off the right iron.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And here are the Knicks. This run now up to 13-2.
And last season, the Knicks raised expectations with some of those big free agent signings and trades in the prior year. And let's face it, things just didn't work out quite how they had planned. Some would say they underachieved. Hard pill to swallow for a fan base that went into the year with so much hope. And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. At that time, working inside.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And the dunk by Lopez.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Right, just what the doctor ordered us, some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. Lakers trail by 10. Caldwell Pope with it. He's picked up by Lee. The 3 from Thomas. The shot will not fall. So New York will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Lee outside. It's deflected.
And love the defensive activity from KCP. Selling out there for the block.
Porzingis with the block. Now here's Burke. He's guarded by Thomas. For the three. That's good from Burke. On the assist from Hardaway. 10 points for Trey Burke.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Lance Thomas, he's checked in for New York. Thomas outside. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And a wide-open look for Lee. A three-pointer is right on target. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Lakers trail by 16. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Randall kicks to Thomas. From deep, cranes the three-pointer.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Porzingis passes to Beasley. And it's Beasley again missing.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Isaiah Thomas. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
They set the pick. Thomas, no luck. And here we go. Burke heading to the hoop. Can't cash in from close range. And so it's New York up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Почему